Alright guys, well here's to a new channel. I'm going to do a little introduction first. So my name's Kenton Pope. I'm a 20-year-old, about to be 21-year-old from Missouri, southeast Missouri, and obviously I love racing, love motorsports. I've helped a sprint car team for about 4 years now, the 50K car, and then last year I decided to jump in a 410 sprint car. I made some laps, but nothing, I didn't really learn too much in that car. So this year I went a different route, got a 305, ran quite a few 305 races this season, and I've definitely learned a lot. And so I'm not a professional race car driver by any means. I'm not a professional sprint car mechanic, but I do a lot of the stuff myself. I'm learning as I go. I'm just going to take y'all with me, so I hope y'all enjoy it. So I've already unloaded the car. She's been sitting in the shop since Saturday night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Benton didn't get done till 1:30. They had like 140 cars, like 6 classes it seemed like. But we had some fun. I probably have some stuff I don't have to go over because hit the tractor tire in turns 3 and 4 and broke my front end. Had a bunch of good help me get that put back together, but first we got to wash this thing. So first off, we're just going to get the hood off. So a lot of people wonder what holds these bodies on, and it's really just these little things that they call Zeus's, so just Zeus fasteners, and you know, not much holds them together, which is good for getting them off quick and easy and fast when you're in a hurry. And yeah, only 5 holds the hood on. You just got your 4 on the sides, your 1 on the top. I'm sure other bodies are different, but this is a J&J. So, but I'll show y'all how we get this thing ready to clean, get her washed up, and yeah, really ain't much to it. Hood is off. So this is what we got. Just a little Race Saver 305. Nothing crazy. Been running her with the big dogs the last few weekends, 360s and 410s, just at Benton, just getting some seat time. But really, all you take off when you're cleaning this thing is, which if this was a 410, had a different style distributor, mag, whatever you want to call it, it would have a box right here along with my tack and switch, but it doesn't. But I still take it off anyways, just in case. But you just got your wires going to your mag, your ground on your block, and then your ground for your switches and everything else. So you take all that off. Can't do it with one hand, but I'll show y'all once I get it off. Got her all off. Just ran my wires through there. Threw it on the shelf for now, and now we just got to cover everything up. So really all you're worried about is your mag and not getting water down your intake. So I have an actual bag that is designed to go over the bag and my filter, but crap, half the time the bag leaks, so I'd rather just use a trash bag. So that's what I'm going to use. Just throw a trash bag over it, and I'll probably throw one over my reliefs too. So get it all thrown over, and then we'll be ready to roll her outside and give her a wash. Got my handy trash bag on there. Yeah, I know that looks professional, you ain't got to tell me, but we're ready to roll her outside and give it a bath. Got her out here in the sunlight now. Really ain't that dirty, just dusty, which I didn't get to run the feature. Didn't make it out of the B. I had to transfer a spot, but I blew it. It was pretty slick and blew the corner, hit some oil, spun out, and didn't make the feature, but still had a good night overall, a lot of fun. Let me get the pressure washer rolled out here. I just noticed this whenever I broke the front end, I guess bent the steering rod, got into my header a little bit. Whatever. She still runs good. This is what we're using today. Chem Stream Premium Wash. I don't really know. There was already something blue in there, and I just left it in there. So yeah. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. I don't know, we'll see. But already looking better. At this point, it's like cleaning any other vehicle. I mean, crap. We've all done that, but it ain't even really that dirty this time. It was mostly just dusty. Track was so slick and rubbered. Wasn't really getting any mud on anything, but I like to get everything scrubbed down nice and looking better for I work on it during the week. So okay, I'll sit y'all down for a minute so I can get this done. Tell you what, we've been using some SC1 at the track, and that stuff works good. Makes it look good and makes it a lot easier to wash, it seems like. I've been enjoying it. I don't know, racers use a bunch of different stuff, and they all seem to like different stuff, so I'm always up to try something new, makes it easier. I'll show y'all something else that we do. Keep this car cool. Obviously a radiator, but it gets dirty around the track. So as long as you don't get too close to the pressure washer, you can wash it out. They're nice and clean. finish spraying this thing off, and I'll get y'all turning back on here in a second. She's all washed off now. And this is a pretty, I don't know, the basic wash. This thing was just dusty. If it was muddy, if the track was muddy, I'd throw it up on some stands or put some jacks underneath it, take all 4 tires off of it, get the front end and rear end good, and take some of these side panels off and make sure I clean everything up really good. But it was just dusty. I did that on Friday, or I guess Saturday morning, because I practiced Friday night, and so it wasn't really that dirty. I'm just being lazy. I'm gonna grab a towel, get this thing dried off, let it drip dry for a minute. We'll get it pushed back in the shop and start our weekly maintenance. I'm gonna go ahead and use some Lucas Slick Mist on this thing. I don't know, seems to help you dry it off a little bit, and especially on this I guess this just aluminum, it seems to help you clean it a lot easier. I like that aluminum look. That was something I wanted to try this year, and I actually really like it. And everybody complained or told me it'd be really hard to keep clean, but honestly, it's not that bad. You just keep something on it and it sprays right off just like anything else. So get this thing slicked up and wiped down. I'll be back with y'all in a second. I don't know if y'all noticed either, I got American Racer on here. I don't know really where they allow to run them, but they let us run them there at Benton. We got a new dealer, and they've been pretty nice. I've enjoyed them. I think this one was on a rubbered up track. I don't know how many laps I made, but I'd say they wear pretty good. And compared to a Hoosier, which I feel like lately everyone I've mounted doesn't have much mount to be, usually too small. They mount up a lot better and a lot easier than a Hoosier. But I haven't got to run them that much either, so just my opinion. Mama's gonna worry I don't know about y'all, but I like to sing to myself when I'm really doing just about anything. I don't know. I'm pretty good, like a mixture of Fergie and Jesus, getting the top of the sun dry. I know it's really exciting to watch. Hood is all cleaned up, car's cleaned up. We're ready to go back in the shop. I'm gonna sit here and let it finish drying off, drip drying a little bit, then we'll get it pushed back in. While I was waiting on the car to dry, I decided to come out here and dump my used oil, and as you can tell, I didn't miss a drop. People always told me I had good aim. You get that thing sprayed out. Car's sitting pretty. And yes, that's what I was using to hold up the camera. I don't have a tripod, so it's lit. Time to get the car pushed in. I'm weak. Oh, running tires. Yeah. You gotta be strong to push one of these things by yourself, let me tell you. If you can't tell by my physique, I'm actually third cousins with John Cena. Just kidding. These things ain't that heavy. This one's probably a little heavier than most. Steel block 305, mostly the reason, but don't really have any titanium on the car either, but no problem for a super strong guy like me. Just kidding. Let's get this thing up on stands. Alright, so we got her in the shop, you know. First thing you're gonna do before you jack it up, I already got my jack into there, but I'm gonna put the blocks. So I got mine, since this is a 305, like I've stated, steel block, it's a little bit heavier, so you want to raise your front end. So to raise your front end, you're going to block it lower than you would. So a normal raised rail car, everybody says, you know, 3 and 4. So we're going to do 2 3/4, 3 3/4. Your smaller block goes on the left side of your car. Your bigger block goes on the right side. So, because it's a raised rail, you want to level out that front end. And yeah, I don't have my tether strapped up. That's because I didn't have enough time to throw some zip ties on it before I went out after I broke it. But to jack these cars up, you just put it underneath that bar right there, which is, I mean, there's your mud cover, if you can see. There's your mud cover, and there's that bar. So, get this thing jacked up. Yeah, we got some water dripping, but once you get your car jacked up, get your stands thrown under there. You can see the stands have a taller side on them. Since it's a raised rail car, you want it to sit level, not try and fall off your stands. So taller side goes on the left side of the car. Let's get that under there. Go and get this thing drop down. Oh yeah. All right. Well, it looks good right now. Like it's going down the track. Same thing for the back. So yes, for the back, you're gonna do the same thing. And put your spacer blocks under there, which these are under that car. So for right now, we'll just get it jacked up, get the stand under it. I can always jack up the rear end later and throw them under there right before we leave. But to jack the rear end of these cars up, you can see, you know, you just go under the biggest part of the rear end. Just make sure you don't want to slide off and hit your shifter cable and break that. We've done that before. I've done it before. But just get her jacked up and get the stand put under there. Get it off the ground. Just like that. We got liftoff. We're off the ground. And she's ready for maintenance. Alright guys. Well, I'm glad you made it to the end of the video. That'll actually be it for today. So just kind of a basic wash, getting the car ready for maintenance, and just a little introduction. So that's really it. Catch me in the next video. We've already got it up on stand, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of the maintenance, just cleaning the fuel system. Yeah, I mean, I've really done everything else, so really just I'll show you how to clean the fuel system out, and we might change some brakes, do some other little weekly maintenance stuff. But I appreciate the support, appreciate y'all watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.